Senator Heidi Heitkamp brings philanthropist Howard Buffett to Fargo to discuss ways to tackle the opioid crisis. KVRR's Tim Scott tells us why healthcare providers want more legislative action to combat the epidemic.
After serving as the executive director of the Sanford Health Foundation, Ty Hegland realized it was time to enter the front lines and tackle addiction head on.
Right now, this crisis that we're all facing is by far the biggest public health issue. When it comes to alcohol, when it comes to opioids, you go to any hospital in the state, you're going to see major capacity in their ERs and their ICUs due to this issue.
Seeing the impact addiction has on North Dakota, Hegland decided to become the president and CEO of Share House, a chemical, drug, and alcohol rehab center in Fargo. But with all the strides people have made in fighting the crisis, he says there's still work left to do at the legislative level.
Somebody comes into a bed at our facility for a very serious substance abuse disorder, we're going to get $200, $400, $600 a day. How are we supposed to properly serve those individuals when that's the issue that we face every single day?
Hegland and other healthcare providers met with Senator Heidi Heitkamp and philanthropist Howard Buffett to discuss ways to tackle the addiction crisis. She says the addiction battle goes hand in hand with her quest to get more funding for mental health.
The biggest obstacle is stigma. The biggest obstacle is trying to figure out how we can get parity for mental health and behavioral health, and how we can address some of these problems like Medicaid funding.
Hegland says it's important for the government to step up and provide more funding to assist organizations that help mental health patients.
Now, the reality is that it's a mental health disorder, and for our communities in this region to finally embrace that.
Tim Scott, KVRR Local News.
Heitkamp also had discussions about mental health and addiction in Bismarck and Grand Forks.